Sometimes togetherness is as easy as it is. Sometimes. After 15 years of the ship above that,
Live from the Tony Wallow Studios, it's the Ken Stout Live Show, featuring the Zoom homies, produced by LFK Productions.
No, I don't.
Mine's not on, and I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, I just checked it. It's off. Oh, I just checked it. It's
We
off.
have somebody sneak in somehow without showing us who they are. Let me check. Possibly, I don't know. Not hearing it now. Of course, I'm not hearing anything now. No, I still hear the echo. Let me go check and make sure I don't have a YouTube. I was watching some things on YouTube. I got a Facebook, a clock, and one YouTube going, which is mine. So I'm hearing it from somebody.
I'm muted.
No, I still hear it. Chris has got something going on. Sounds like he's trying to start.
I'm here so we can.
Sounds like he's trying to start the car or something.
Waiting room. Waiting room.
Greg, check and see if you have another tab somewhere, because your box lights up when the echo happens.
Not me.
Your box lights up when the echo happens.
Not me.
No, I only got one tab open.
This is weird.
I only got one tab open.
Okay, hold on.
I had two.
Okay, I thought so. Hi, Mimi.
Hello.
I see Bobby Warren's in chat. Let me go catch up on chat real quick. Actually, I'm just going to say Tony Wallow was first, Jim was second, B.H. Ringer was third, Greg Guy was fourth, B.H. Ringer's singing a song. Dropped the link that I got to go check out. John Aloy Sr. was sixth. Rick Lakes was, I think maybe Rick was sixth and John was seventh. I'll count that later. And Bobby Warren joins us. Stealth Mode joins us. And there we go. So I'm going to go ahead and mute Mimi. She looks like she's on the phone. And I'll unmute her after a bit. Oh, it's Mike. I think. Ask her to unmute. So good evening to Greg, Jeff, Chris,
Hey.
Mimi.
Hey.
I started a trend with my family. This was my...
Oh, that's pretty nice.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I told them, I said, I'll put that in my collection. And boy, they both got really frustrated. Is that Mike?
Yeah, it's talk to my cell phone.
Hi, Mike.
Hello.
How are you? Yeah, I knew you were in hospital. Are you feeling any better? Well, we need you to hurry up and get home. We miss you here on Zoom.
Yep.
Hopefully very, very soon. Very soon. So the other present I got is... Oh, hold on. Let me turn that background off because it... Oh, that's terrible. All right. So the other one I got was that one there. And the cute thing about this was my granddaughter comes up and she goes right here. She goes, look, it's Grandpa with a baby. Which is her brother, obviously. So And I don't want to use the mouse pad, but I've actually been using it because eventually it'll wear out, and I really don't want to. And then the cup, part of my dinner. Now that I've got that unmuted, but still not. There we go. I like how they offset the text. I really do like that. And we've already wrapped it, but my mom's cup did come in this afternoon, so that was nice. My brothers and sisters are still not going to be here till next week, so that's kind of horrible, but can't do nothing about it. That cup was made, I do know. They had their stuff made with Shutterfly. I had my stuff made with Zazzle, but apparently Shutterfly is a better deal. And apparently for pictures and calendars and things of that nature, Walgreens is the place to go. Or so I've been told. So I'm going to check that out. I want to do an experiment here. I'm actually going to change a setting and see if anything improves or gets worse. So,
Speaking of Walgreens, they're open on Christmas.
are they really?
Yeah, mine was. I went by today and it had a sign that said they were open.
So I'm going to check my audio now. I switched sources. I went back to the Yeti. I want to see how that sounds. Zoom should still sound about the same. Well, wait a minute. Can you guys hear me on Zoom?
Yes.
Okay. I thought maybe I had to change its source. Is it okay or is it kind of weak?
A little bit of an echo, not much.
It's not quite as loud as the other one was because the other one's closer to you when it's down. But it's fine.
So I bet now it's really good, huh? That's what okay, so hold on. Let me throw up the old technical difficulties for a minute and then go grab my settings. Turn the PC Central off. And I want to go to audio.
Hello.
And no, the audio, okay, so this is weird. Okay, so it's kind of low right now. What about now on Zoom? Is it overbearing?
No, but it's louder.
It is. Oh, yeah, I put it at 3/4. It should be much louder. Is that acceptable or too loud?
Lower it just a little bit.
Let's go to 50%. How's that?
Yep.
All right. And then if I could get, Tony's giving me the thumbs up, and I'm going to say it's good. I'm going to experiment with this for a while and see how it goes.
I'll be back in a minute. I got to get some coffee and let the dog out.
That's getting ready to say is a thought. No worries,
dog
Jeff.
wants out, and then dog hasn't been fed yet tonight either. So,
Oh, mercy.
so
So
got myself an early Christmas present.
Let me spotlight you so we can all see it. Make sure I hit the right button this time. Oh, there you go. Is that what you're...
Terabyte, it was $125 on sale on Amazon. It's a Gen 4. It won't work with my motherboard. I mean, it's Gen 4, but so I can move it to something new eventually if I ever make another one.
Yeah. No problem, Bobby. You should have my email. If you want to join, let me know. I'll send you the credentials and we will go from there. Now, I'm going to make another slight adjustment here by bringing the Yeti up one level. Hi, Rick.
Hello.
How are you tonight, besides cold?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, I you can call me a big baby if you want, or you can use any other language you'd like. This morning when we went to my son's house, I made 3 trips from the door to my car and back, and on the 3rd trip, I could not feel my hands. The wind chill was that bad. So
Yeah, I can believe it.
man, I don't see how you do it. I'm gonna grab a coffee. Turn into
I don't know how I
Filipino.
do it either, but like I said in my thing, I made a stupid mistake by going out tonight. Thought it'd be smart to go out for a cigarette. Yeah. I thought out loud this was a stupid idea. So I finished half the cigarette, threw the rest of it, went back in. Oh, I got too many people irritating me. And then I smashed my thumb or my finger tonight.
Why would you want to do something like that?
I didn't try to. I was just trying to get this nail into the paneling on the back of my desk, and nail was being stubborn, so I took a bigger whack at it, and it hit the nail, but it also landed flush on the side of my finger.
Ouch.
And I'm like, yep, I dropped the hammer, said a few choice words. Then I couldn't find the nails I needed, so I had to borrow some from Rob, or not borrow, take.
So Ken, that tape deck is a pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I recorded something off the radio and played it back,
Right.
and it sounds pretty good.
What receiver do you have, Chris?
That one from the '90s.
Yeah, what's the brand name?
It's It's Pioneer. It's got a Pioneer amp in there.
Optimus.
Yeah, it's a Pioneer.
Yeah.
It's made by Pioneer, but it's Radio Shack. They were pretty good. These things are pretty good.
It looks
I mean,
vaguely
this thing's
familiar.
still running, so it is the one that has that. I never did get that out of the tape in, but I got another jack for tape in. So you know that thing that was broke in there. I never did get that out.
Yeah. So Stealth Mode asked, how much snow did we get? Officially, we got 1.3 inches of snow. Officially. I would like to know where that's at, because around here, we just got barely the grass is covered. Now, the roads seem to have got a lot of snow. And earlier today, when we were on Facebook Messenger chat, I played around and Mrs. K got a little upset. Well, coming home tonight, I accidentally said slid 3 times on the same turn, and she never even noticed it. So I think she's used to the winter driving already. It was my own fault. The light turned yellow, and I thought, well, I'll just ease through this. And halfway through it, I'm making a turn, and I start sliding. So I'm like, okay, you always turn with you go with the slide, so to speak. So I did that, and next thing I know, I'm sliding anymore. Well, that didn't work. Let's try this. So I got out of it.
It's got this right here, the tape deck. USB, you plug it to the computer, you copy
Files,
tapes,
records,
MP3s.
yeah, records, recordings. Nice. So yeah, we didn't, thankfully we did not get the snow they predicted. I'm gonna try another experiment real quick. I may regret this.
I'm pretty sure you need software to do that though. It didn't come in those. I don't know if I'll have to research it before I do it. What you need to do, I'm pretty sure you need software to do it.
To do what?
To copy, like if you have old tapes, you want to copy the MP3. This has a USB cable. This tape deck has a USB cable you hook to the computer.
So I want to see if this produces any kind of echo anywhere. I've got my Yeti on, and my Yeti's right in front of my TV speakers. So you would think, in theory, it would cause an echo. So if anyone hears an echo, let me know, please. It feels odd not having the headphones on. Zoom sound all right still?
Sounds fine to me.
All right, I'm going to tilt the microphone down a little bit. And if someone could confirm video and audio on YouTube. There for a minute, I had a Doug moment, so to speak. 2 thumbs up. Okay, cool. So you might have noticed on YouTube, I changed the clock background. I want to give a big shout out to Wintermute for that. Hi, Mimi. Are you done talking to Mike? Now I'm hearing an echo. Okay. Long Dog is with us. Hey, Long Dog. Yeah, there's an echo. Yeah, me, my, and I are here. I think. Okay, so now where's the echo coming from?
my can say to me, when you say, hello for me for the guy for the Zoom.
She's not out there.
For the Zoom.
Could be at my end.
No, I heard it too, Rick. That's what I mean. I wasn't hearing it, and then I'm suddenly hearing it, but now I'm not. It's intermittent, so I'm going to leave this set up like I honestly figured I would because my Yeti is literally 13 inches away from my speakers, so it, in theory, should echo sometime at some point. I would think. So anyway, back to the clock. So I was sitting here last night when I was messing around with DaVinci, and I thought, and the clocks were still up, and I thought, I need to change that. I'm getting tired of that orangey color, and I should find something Christmassy. So he sent me one that I really liked, but I couldn't get it to work the way I wanted to. I changed the color of the text, and then I went, and that looked good on the one he sent me, but I still couldn't get it the way I wanted to. So I went and found another one and the same thing. I finally ended up with this one, but I'm going to make some more changes, I think, on it. Good to see me, myself, and I. Oh, there you go. His speech to text dropped the self. Me, my, and I are here. Doug and Long Dog did a thing yesterday that he uploaded this morning.
Yeah, that's the first time I've heard Long Dog.
Yeah. I don't think they got the issue completely resolved yet. So, too bad Mike doesn't have Zoom on his phone. He could join us from his phone. And I don't think I can remote into the phone. Anyway, good Christmas with the kids. Oh, you are so bright now. The light, that's too much light. Oh, it's a light. Very good light, very bright. It is a good light. You have two of them or one of them? Sounds good, Bobby. I'll be looking for it. I think I've got my email running somewhere. I should get a notification. If not, I'll check it in a few minutes. So, the wind was so strong today that it was rocking the car. If we were stopped at a light, the wind was so strong it was actually moving the car. Again, Rick, I'm sure you got a little wind in the wintertime, don't you?
We do tonight.
Yeah. I don't know how you do it. I don't.
I had to have both hands on the steering wheel. They're starting to close roads in Minnesota because of blowing snow.
Huh.
And see more than beyond your hood. You pretty much just have to stop because you never know if a car in front of you stopped. You don't know it.
Yeah.
A few interstates they closed.
I'm going to check real quick and see if we had an incident here in Indiana tonight, just up the road, and I wanted to peruse through a news outlet real quick and see if it made it. Probably did not. And the reason for that is nobody was injured and nobody was killed, but we had a shooting at the same mall that we had a shooting a couple, 3 months ago. But nobody got hurt this time and nobody died, so I've not seen it anywhere. Just nuts. Christmas time and people go to the mall to fight and argue and shoot people. That's just crazy. So yes, I still have on my Santa suit from the kids today. They were particularly fascinated by this. In fact, the one granddaughter kept looking at it, and she'd reach up and she'd go and barely pull it. And I go, ouch! And she kind of giggle and she'd pull away, and then she'd get that inquisitive look, and then she'd very slowly reach up, pull it again. I go, ouch! And then she'd pull away, and then she'd go to the other side like it's going to be any different. But Best time. Best. It was such a good Christmas. They got everything that they wanted. We got the things, surprise things, the cup and the mat. And then we were discussing places to get it because I am going to get a calendar made. I'm going to draw stick figures for Greg. No, actually, I'm going to use the first picture he ever sent me. That was funny. Audio from Zoom participants other than Ken is weak on YouTube. Okay. Thank you, BH. Let's go see if I can figure that out real quick. Okay, maybe. Notice the professor hasn't joined us yet. I know why that is.
Did you irritate the professor today?
Oh no, the professor made a comment about Ken. I don't think you can do that. And about 2 seconds later, I did. Ken, I gotta go. All right, now let's get an audio check from Zoom, starting with Greg Guy. Take it away, Greg.
5 by 5.
Jeff?
1 to 1.
Chris?
Hey.
Mimi? Good. And now, Rick, if you could, and I'll wait for BH to let me know if that's any better. According to the mixer, it's horrible. It is. I mean,
I don't know. You sound fine here. But I think there is a difference between Zoom and YouTube.
he says it's no better, so let's oh yeah, they're clearly their Zoom is controlled by Zoom. You know what though? You give me an idea. I'm going to bring up the technical issues real quick. Go back into my settings on Zoom. Go to the audio settings. Go to the speaker level that's at 30%. That's probably not good. Let's bump that up to there. And go to there. Now I'll go back to the main Zoom. And if I could once again get 3 words out of everybody, that would be great. Greg?
Yes, ma'am. How can I help you?
1, 2, 3 word. 4. Yeah.
Okay, according to the
What
mixer.
meeting?
According to the mixer, that's a little better. All I did was adjust the Zoom volume so it will come out of the speakers on the TV. And this is just an experiment. I may go back to the headphones. I'm not sure yet. I was wondering if the professor saw. I don't think he did, Long Dog. I really don't think he did. There's a new name. There's a new name that just got himself kicked out. Says hi and then one stupid remark. Must be the season, huh? Wait 2 weeks to get on there and say something stupid to get kicked out. That's just dumb. How's volume on these guys now, please, from Zoom?
Sounding good here.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if Zoom is going over there. All right, because now according to the mixer that I got it bumped up, it should be okay. Just can't have everything you want here. Can't have everything you want here. That's Jeff. He's checking out. You're just checking it out, right? Yeah. So Jeff's going to give me, sounds good here. John Aloy says sounds good there. Jeff said it sounds good. So I'll leave it as it is, and we'll give this a shot for a couple days and see how things go.
Yeah, in Terry's stream today, he kind of threw reality at me that if you don't have an updated router, you got to update it. And I should probably do that. It's just going to be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I saw you was streaming. I was
Well,
trying.
everybody don't have the money that he has,
Oh.
so everybody
Yeah,
can afford to buy a new router every year.
The 33 well, I think it was more like 35 and a half seconds, homage to his 35 and a half years of experience. The 35 and a half seconds that I watched, I noticed he's got a computer rack at Studio B now.
Ah,
Yep.
don't move because
I told you he'd show up.
it's tanto my camera, you know? Don't move because
Hi, Alex.
Well, did anybody learn anything from Carrie's tutorial?
No, but he just gave me something to think about.
So now audio from Zoom should completely go away on the stream. And it did, and it should have. All right.
The thing is, I gotta reset my router because I don't have a password to it. I don't know where it went, so I'm gonna start from the bottom, work and scratch my way up, then scrape and then fall right back down to the bottom again. This takes me usually 3 or 4 attempts before it even acknowledges.
The little thing where you stick in the paper clip?
Yeah, well, I think there's a I think that way.
Alex,
I think there's a you can hit that says reset.
Alex,
Alex, Mimi's saying hi.
Hi.
no, said, Mike said hello to Alex.
So Mike is listening to the stream on his phone?
No, no, after.
Oh, okay, afterwards. Hey, Alex, Long Dog made a comment that he was wondering if you watched the thing with Doug today, he would like to hear what you think is wrong with his computer. So if you get a chance to watch it, skim through it at about 1.5 speed and you'll be fine. I found it to be very interesting. But Doug didn't. I don't think he solved it. I believe he did not solve it, and it's been confirmed. Long Dog was not Eric. Darn it! Thought for sure he was.
I don't think he was able to solve last Saturday's problem either.
Refresh my memory. What was last Saturday's problem?
Someone from Pennsylvania had problems with their printer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I really can't comment on printer issues. I don't have a printer, so it would be very naive of me.
You know what it is? After dealing with my mom's printer issues, trying to get those bulletins to print, you know what they say? You know what every IT person in existence just about says? Printers are the bane of their existence.
I have heard that.
They can be.
And it's true.
Yeah, I've heard that actually. I think what would solve your mom's issue is to get a 2022 version of that Well, that almost slipped out. Photoshop 6 or whatever it is.
But there's not a 2022 version. That's
Oh yeah, there is. Oh, you got to pay 49. Oh yeah. No, there is. $49.95 Pro 6 or version 6. Yes, there is.
that's what she's got.
Then if she's got that and you're having problems, then there's a problem with your computers. So you guys paid $49.95 to get it, and that's got the issues?
The software has got the issues. It's not just my computer. If you Google anything to do with that, any problems with that software, any issues, it'll be nothing but forum posts of people saying they have got problem after problem after problem after problem.
It can't just
be.
Is the $49.95
Basically, I
refundable?
just installed that software yesterday, and it's never been installed on my computer before.
Is it refundable? If I were to buy it and it don't work, can I get my money back?
So if she pays for some other software, it's not gonna be that
That's
software.
not the question that he asked you.
You can get your money back if you have an open box.
Yeah, true, huh?
Can't do it. Can't get my money back. Can't get the money back. It's a digital download. Plus it's from. We got it. We've had it for at least a couple of years now, so can't get it. Can't get it back.
She's gonna have to learn another piece of software.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, Alex, look at the clocks and tell me what you see, and then I will await for something to be said.
Cool.
What the heck did you do?
That's not exactly what I thought I would hear, but I was successful in doing what you told me I couldn't do.
Oh, yes.
I think it looks awful.
That's because I didn't change the color of the font for the EST, CST, UMST, PST, BST, COT, and whatever the other one is, because I can't remember ADT. But you'll notice the background's changed.
Yes.
I thought you said, and I believe your exact words were, Ken, I don't think you can do that. I'm waiting. Go ahead. Let me hear it.
I just don't like the background.
No. That's not the 5 words I want to hear. Have you ever seen the movie Armageddon? AJ, there are just 5 little words I want to hear out of your mouth. Alex, there are just 5 little words I want to hear out of your mouth. Ken, you did a great job.
Obviously, I've joined something in progress.
Yeah.
I can't say that because it's not real.
Yeah, I changed the clocks today, and Alex at some point in time told me I wasn't smart enough to change the background, and I hate to tell him, but I changed it, and then the complimentary Alex Cheak says, Ken, I don't like it, I hate it, it looks terrible. So I just haven't changed the font yet. I haven't decided on what color to make it.
Actually, with the Christmas balls in the background, I think that looks pretty nice.
I like the one that Wintermute sent me. I just couldn't get it adjusted to show everything I wanted to. So this one worked out really good. I still can't get it to show. There's actually underneath all that, there's a Santa and the reindeer, but I can't get it adjusted to fit how I want it to fit. So I ended up with this. Kind of got to go with what you kind of got to go with, you know? Alex, is that you?
Yeah, I gotta get back at you somehow.
I want the Santa Claus.
Gone again.
If he does it again, I'll kick him out of the meeting permanently tonight. You know, there's a time and a place.
Boy doesn't know when to quit when he's behind.
No, he doesn't sometimes. So I'm going to try this right here. And this should happen. This will be interesting to see what happens when I hit the refresh button on the clocks. Okay, I changed the font back to black. I don't like that at all. It's about as horrible as the blue. And
The blue was actually a little better. The problem is there's certain spots you couldn't read it very well.
Yeah, that's the issue I had with a couple things earlier today, actually. It was really...
You're going over several different colors with the same color font. So I'm not sure what you want to pick for it, to tell you the truth.
And red is just horrendous, actually.
Dark black would look good.
Yeah, the red is hidden over one of the...
Yeah, the first one under EST, it's pretty much hidden, and then BH Ringer's completely hidden. So I'll play with it. I'll figure something out. Oh, actually, let's try this one.
You better have the Santa Claus part fixed by noon on Sunday.
Oh, I got till noon. That's cool. I think I can maybe swing that.
You're going to find it very hard to find a color that's going to work with that busy of a background.
Yeah, that's the Grinch green. That doesn't work.
No, that definitely doesn't work. Black or gold?
No, because then it might blend in with the,
It's going to blend in.
Gold will blend in with
Yeah.
the Christmas balls.
Black would probably do.
I had it black, but to me it didn't look like. Now that's a little better than I thought it would be.
That isn't as bad as you might have expected it to be.
No, that's what I thought. I figured that'd be horrible, but that, other than BH Ringer, you can't really. I mean, we know that that's what it is. So I'll mess around with it. And speaking of BH Ringer, it looks like our buddy somehow got back and he hit him as well, so that's fine. I don't get it. I do not get it.
No, what the hell?
So,
Apparently I've missed things.
Oh, there was a troll in the chat comments today.
yeah. Said hi and then made a comment that didn't need to be made, and I immediately got rid of him, and then BH got rid of him, and then BH got rid of the other one. So, and I appreciate that. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You guys are the best moderators ever, anywhere. Hey, BH.
Evening.
Thank you. Hey, Jim.
Yes.
I'm just saying, hey.
So BH, you got cold and snow there, or is that just normal for you guys?
If that question's directed at me, no, we had a brief bit of snow as the temperature was dropping during the day. By about roughly 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the sun was out briefly. There hasn't been any precipitation since then, and we are 9 degrees at the moment. That's a little out of the normal range for us.
We were 8 degrees this morning when I woke up.
Well, Rick's going to beat us all, but we're currently -1 here at 9:30 at night.
Well, it is 26 here.
I think once Rick says they're at about -27 degrees with a wind chill of 50, he's going to win.
I won't tell you what we are right now, Ken, for fear of going to the waiting room.
Jeff, you know what? You are slowly creeping up on becoming #1, and I like that. Takes the pressure off me.
Ichiban, you're #1. Ichiban.
Yeah.
Here's a #1 for you.
I got your #1 right here.
Long Dog says it's kind of a long video, but it has some very interesting. Yeah, clearly he's got an interesting problem, and
What's the nickel summary of Lone Dog's problem?
Every time he tries to navigate to files or folders on his, well, not every time, but most times, for some reason, File Explorer basically closes itself.
yes.
I've had that happen occasionally with Windows 10 on both of my computers.
Okay.
Not regularly.
It happens with my mom, but it only happens with one folder on her computer.
Okay, I don't know how you got
I would say it closes completely, but the whole screen will flash, and whatever you had open is gone, and then back at the desktop.
Yeah, that's exactly what his problem is.
Yeah. My mom's will just say working on it. If she goes into one specific folder, it'll just say working on it. And it'll completely freeze if you try to click anything, and you have to like go to Task Manager and restart Explorer before it won't come back again. But it only happens if she goes into one specific folder. But the kicker is if she copies that whole folder into another folder, it'll work.
Uh-oh, y'all probably hear that.
Well,
Thought we were talking about Lone Dog's issue.
My fruit cake got delivered today, so they didn't eat it.
That's good.
Your fruitcake was probably made 5 years ago, and you still won't be able to tell the difference.
Where did it actually come from, Alex?
Your neck of the woods, Clark,
Oh,
State,
okay. I
Georgia.
thought Ken said something about that.
You know what that is?
Claxton, Georgia, yes.
I had to go take my meds. I'm sorry. I should have said something.
How far is it from you?
About 70 miles.
Given the problem, if you watch the video, I discovered a new problem. I want to retrieve my data just in case something goes really wrong with one of the attempted repairs. Yeah, that's probably always good. That's probably a good thing. But here's the thing, when you grab the file or folder, you can't move it because of what happens. Basically, it kind of jumps out and the screen blinks and you're back to the desktop. Yeah, basically that's a good way of saying it, because that's exactly what happens.
Yeah, when it happens on mine, it ain't exactly like that. It's just when I open a folder, sometimes the whole screen will just flash and you're back at the desktop. But then it may work exactly right the next time. It's kind of weird. And it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah. Those are the only two issues my mom has had with her computer ever. The issue that crappy print software she uses, and the issues where sometimes she clicks on one specific folder with all her work files in it, and it will just it will freeze. But every other folder and file and program on the machine works just fine.
I had an issue last night. DaVinci Resolve did not want to work at all, and I was like, I restarted the computer at least twice, and I'm beginning to wonder if some of these free download effects and things that I'm getting aren't exactly the right thing to get. But I finally got it to do what I wanted it to do. So.
And I would like to put your memory on something.
Oh, good luck with that, but go ahead.
Last night, you said you wanted to do something with my Google speaker.
Yeah, but you don't have Google. You
are in beta yet.
Yeah.
So,
I wanted to see if we could trigger it, I believe, from here. Was that not what we wanted to do?
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
So what's your command to get it to go? Hey, Google. Did it just beep?
yes.
So it is Hey, Google.
I heard it.
Is it a lot like Alexa? You can ask it basically the same things?
Yes.
Oh, I know what you wanted me. I know you wanted me to say, "Hey Google, call Ken," right?
Information about that.
What did it say? Hey Google, call Ken.
About that.
But yes, I wanted you to try that.
All right. Hey Google, call Ken.
You have to wait for the big
I heard my name, but I didn't hear what it said. Oh, it's calling me. Look, everybody. It called me.
Hey Google, hang up.
Now I want to refresh your memory.
It's not supposed to do that.
That's what I was going to refresh your memory on. Because you said it was set up to your voice and your voice only. And God, if our voices sound the same, I'm going to be changing mine to something that sounds nothing like you.
Hey, good.
Well,
Mimi's going to get it on. Now, I will die laughing if Mimi says, "Hey, Google, call Ken," and it calls me. That would be funny. So,
he's right.
this isn't we're going to play roulette, Hey, Google. We know it just called me. Or, I mean, you want me to try it again? Have you made a change?
I have not.
So it should call me again then, right?
Hey, Google.
Yes.
Go to cafe. Okay.
Hey, Google, call Ken.
No. Go to cafe. Good.
Did you turn it off?
No, it's telling you that it can't make that call because it can't verify your voice.
It verified it a while ago. Okay, so that brings up a really interesting question in all seriousness. How did it verify my voice a while ago?
Maybe because it heard my voice to begin with. Try it again.
Hey Google, call Ken. Google.
Here's one. Hey Google, Jean-Luc Picard, ID 57834. Initiate auto destruct sequence. Oh, here, my phone answered my Hey Google thing.
Have you got Google as well?
Well, it's on my Android phone. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see Gary came in. I think I thought I saw Gary come in. I know somebody came in. I heard a bell and I glanced up.
Somebody did. Gary was here.
Oh, he was here. Yeah, he left. Oh, we probably because he didn't want us to be triggering his Hey Google. Oh, he's back.
Very good.
Hey, Google, go to the store.
Okay, that's enough with the hey Googles. Every time you say that, it's going off.
So you don't want us to do the Beatles song all together now? Hey Google, all together now. We can all sing it. No? Okay. Evening, Gary. Again.
Good evening, Tim. Good evening, chat. Zooming.
Hello.
I tell you what I could do. I probably could if I had all y'all's phone numbers. I wouldn't be surprised if I could put all y'all's phone numbers in a group and ask it to call all y'all at the same time. But I don't know if that's possible or not.
Like a group call? I'll just answer my own question. Sure, like a group call. Okay. Let me think about that a second. I don't know. I know someone else came in, but I was looking up something in the background. Oh, Tim's in here. See, Tim,
Hello.
Hey, I'm still waiting on that video. No? No joy?
I'm working on it.
All right.
And your Alexa will make calls too if you set it up.
No, it won't, because I'm not going to set it up. The only thing we're contemplating doing is getting a second one and putting it in the kitchen so that when she's listening to music, she doesn't have to strain her ears to listen to that. Speaking of the Alexa, I'm standing in the kitchen. It's in our back bedroom, which is...
You can have it set up so that if you have multiple Alexa, you can have or multiple Google Homes, you can have them set up so that you can ask, they'll both be playing the same thing and it'll be in sync.
Yeah, well, that's kind of the purpose behind it. But anyway, I was in the kitchen and we were talking about something, and I was joking about one of her coworkers, and I said, "Hey Alexa, blah 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 blah." Well, the Christmas music stopped and it starts explaining what I said about this coworker. And I'm like, that's amazing, because it's across the living room, through the hall, through the other little hall, into our bedroom, into the back part of the bedroom. So then I thought, well, I'll test this again. Same natural, normal, didn't change my voice, didn't raise it, didn't do. I said, hey, Google, play Christmas music. I said, hey, Google, play Christmas music. Here's a station you might like. And it starts playing Christmas music. So it's real super sensitive. I mean, super sensitive. And of course, I used it as an alarm clock for my nap this afternoon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, my phone just started playing Christmas music.
I'm sorry, Tim. Hey, Google, play Christmas music.
I'm gonna fix that feature.
Sorry about that. I did not mean to do that. Seriously.
It was actually funny.
Can you hear that?
No, can't hear anything.
What can I help you with? What can you help me with?
I think there was a slight delay. Some said, "What can I help you with?"
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Is that your Google?
Yes. Mine takes a while to time out because I've got it set up so it beeps whenever it ends and starts. So I know when to start talking.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get what I'm trying to get looked up. Indiana barely beat Kennesaw State tonight. Number one, where's Kennesaw State located? Does anyone know? I don't feel so bad because I don't know where it's located either. They only beat them by 14 points.
Did you say K-State?
No, Kennesaw.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
never heard of it. 'Cause if I thought you said K-State, that's Kansas State.
Cool Christmas card from Georgia for my stepmother.
Kennesaw's in Georgia.
Well, I should have known that.
Don't know where.
Actually, it's located in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Fancy that.
Yeah, really. Not like
Dang,
them.
I was muted. I kept saying Georgia, Georgia, Georgia. That is a civil war. There's a civil war thing there in Kennesaw, Georgia.
Where's Stone Mountain at? I forgot.
Stone Mountain's on the east side of Atlanta, and on top of Stone Mountain, you can see Kennesaw Mountain.
Oh, really?
It's all the way on the other side of Atlanta. Yeah, you can see it on a clear day.
I never got a chance to go to Stone Mountain. I gotta put that on the bucket list before they tear it down or do something stupid to it.
It's outside of Marietta.
Well, my mom asked me to go ahead and place the pizza order for Marcus. And she's so afraid it won't get there and it won't be ready. But he'll be back up busy if I place the order on the way there tomorrow. So I'm gonna get him.
I'm laughing at Jose. Actually, is he in chat? Is he in Zoom? No, he's not. Sorry about that, Jose. Can you can you change what the trigger is instead of Alexa? Can you change it to something else?
On Alexa, you can. On Alexa, it can be either Alexa, Amazon, or computer. But on my Google Home, it's either OK blank or Hey blank.
Okay.
I read one thing on the Echo Dot that said you can make it anything you want. I don't have one, so I don't know from experience, but I read that online.
Well, used to I heard that it used to be just you could set it to either computer, Amazon, or Alexa for the Amazon.
Yes, but they've changed
Anything you
that.
want, what you ought to do is make it, hey, Lorna.
Yeah.
No. It would be, I might, maybe I should make it something in a foreign language. Wonder if I could do that. Anyway, I've got a thought, Alex. And before you interrupt me, let me finish my thought, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. If you were to go back to an earlier version of Photoshop, whatever it is, 6, do you think that would solve your problem? Number one. Number two, would you lose the license for your paid version of Photoshop 6?
Okay. No, I don't think I would lose the license, but I cannot go back to an older version. The version I have installed is the version that she has installed on her computer is the original version we paid for, and that software has not been upgraded since I put it on there.
Why can't you delete it and go back to an older version?
There's not a I can't go back to an older version because the only version I have, and I'm not going to pay for an older version. It's
Okay,
just
so-
see if it works.
Okay, so this is you're going to pay for it no matter what version you get, type of deal. There's no free version.
No.
No, that's
I hate Photoshop.
There's no free trial. There's no, and it's
Print
not
shop.
Photoshop. It's print
Okay.
shop, but
All right.
same difference. There's no free trial for this software. When you install it, when you install it, the first thing it asks you for is your name, email address, and your serial number. Before you can even, there's no free trial or there's.
Okay, I didn't realize that there was no free version or free trial. Okay, then
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a monthly prescription now with Photoshop and
It's
Lightroom.
print shop.
It sucks.
Tim.
Yeah, Tim,
Print shop?
print
Print
shop.
shop. Print shop. It's very old. It's very old.
It's a teacher's banner program.
It's
Never
on
heard
the-
of it.
On the same, it's literally been around for 20 plus years at least.
No, 30 plus.
I had a version of it on DOS.
My, the church treasurer, she used to do it before my mom started doing it, and she still uses a version from 2003.
It came out in Apple for the
Print shop.
teachers. to make
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
Right there, that's the one that we paid for, that my
Do
mom.
you have version 6.4, Alex, or 6?
Yes, version 6.4, whatever the latest.
Now, they've said there's a print shop deluxe 23 something. Did you look at that?
But version 6 is, yes, there is, but version 6 is the latest one. As weird as that may sound, 23 is actually older than 6. The latest and great.
And
What
we
are you
tried
using
running
it?
it in compatibility mode.
And it's still not great. It's some of the crappiest software I ever used.
Did you try running it in compatibility mode?
Photoshop Elements.
So have you tried running it in the compatibility mode, Alex?
I have. I even got what I thought was the great idea. I even got the great idea to try to install it in a virtual machine.
What do you use it for, Alex?
Pass through the virtual machine because I wanted it to not. I wanted the virtual machine to not be connected to the internet at all, so there'd be no chance that it would upgrade anything. But I couldn't get the printer to work in the virtual machine with that.
What's
So
the
I just said, hey, wait there.
what's the family edition right here? Like
Family
real?
edition just means you can. That's the one we got. It gives you 3 licenses.
Okay. Okay. Oh, so it's $10 in addition to the $49.99. All right.
That's not a bad price.
Yeah. Apparently, though, it's horrible, Tim.
Really?
Well, according to
I'm
certain
running
people.
I'm running it on a 9th generation i7 with 32 gigs of RAM. She's running it on a 8th generation Core i5 with 16 gigs of RAM. And if you open that software, you would not know it's running on that powerful a computer. You would think it's running on a computer from 10 years ago.
And that's probably because the
It's
program.
so slow, so old.
Sorry to say that.
The program, ladies and germs, the program originally came out in 1984.
Wow.
Yeah, our church treasurer, she still uses a version from 2003.
I had a DOS version of it.
32 years?
38.
No, 38. Yeah, went the wrong way.
Yeah, it's been around a very, very long time. I remember using it probably sometime in the 90s.
Well, teachers used to make banners of "Happy Birthday, Joey."
Yeah.
When you try to look up, as long as it's been around, when you try to look up stuff and find solutions for your problem that people are having problems out of, the only thing you could come across is Microsoft forum posts where people are posting about their problems, but nobody's able to solve the problems. As long as it's been around, you would think it would be.
And then that's the MX80 printer. They
They don't.
WD-40 in it to make the printer last longer.
They're trying to use a ancient piece of software, even though they basically put a fresh coat of paint on it for Windows 10, supposedly.
I think Jeff Ryman had the best idea to go with the template for the church bulletin in Word.
There's some of those out there you can get for free, I think.
I think that one was free. Matter of fact, I think I downloaded it last night.
I mean, I don't know what they're using. When we had my wife's memorial service months ago, that's what the church there used to prepare the bulletin for her service was Word and something.
Is Long Dog still there?
Well, I'm sure he is. Long Dog, if you're still in chat, say something or type something. Or
I have a question. Do you have a graphics card?
no, he does not.
Then why did he load the Intel Arc graphics card driver software?
Can't answer that question.
That's the question I'm
That's
asking
for
him.
certain types of
No, I know.
embedded.
No, that is only for the standalone graphics card.
I thought the ARC stuff was embedded in one or two CPUs.
Nope. I'm sorry, not to cut you off. No, that is their graphics card to compete with the Ryzen and the NVIDIA.
Fucking Santa? What in the world is this?
What, the clock?
Farting Santa.
Okay, we're back to that problem. I shouldn't have done that, huh? Oops.
These are discrete GPUs,
Right.
high-end margin gaming PCs.
Okay, Long Dog says, because according to Intel, by the way, has its own installer software that I've used for years on many machines. Anyways, the total notifies you. Okay. Yeah, that's good because I'm not real good. Okay, so okay, thank you, Photo Mix Media, and I will not say. I did not intend for that to happen.
Long Dog, did you go back and look at Crystal Info to see if you had errors on the media at the bottom?
I happen to know a little bit more about what's going on. If Long Dog gives me permission, I'll clue you guys in on a little bit here. But I'm gonna wait for him to give me the permission. Oh, look at that! I fixed it. It's back to that nonsense. That's cool.
Actually, that's not bad.
The subject, but you are looking like Santa Claus.
Except for BH.
Well, it's funny you said that because we determine next year. This is coming off real soon, and we determine next year, come November or maybe October, I'll go ahead and not shave because November's no shave month anyway. So I'll start in October and then go October, November, and half of December. But this is naturally as white as my beard. So I'm going to look like Gandalf this time next year because we're not going to dye my hair.
I'm gonna say if you really want to play Santa, you need to leave the hair alone too.
Yeah, well, that was kind of the thinking. And we'll play that by ear. If it looks as bad as I think it's going to, then it might not happen. I wish Lorna, I haven't even looked at the video she took today, but I really wish she would have gotten a video of the one granddaughter going. And I go, ow! I wish she would have gotten that one, but she probably didn't. So if you use safe mode, there's no problems with the machine. Here's another wrench to throw in the computer calculator of the human mind. Any thoughts on that subject? So I guess he's asking, if you put it in safe mode, there's no problems. What are your thoughts on that?
Corrupted profile?
Didn't quite catch what you said, I believe.
Corrupted profile.
Oh, I don't know. I think he's asking you guys. Again, I know a little bit more than
Let me ask a dumb question here. Has he tried not a nuke and pay, but a reinstall and whatever they call it, error correction mode?
Refresh. It's called a refresh.
He mentioned that today, and I don't know if he's done it or he's going to do it. Now,
Frozen slushy, yummy.
yeah, really.
Oh, all I have to do is leave something out outside for about maybe an hour. It's 9 degrees. It'll be slushy.
Yeah.
Well, on the beer, everything will be frozen except the alcohol, so you just slurp that down.
That's cold. Long Dog, if you don't mind, can I disclose a little bit of information that I found out when I talked to Doug this afternoon? I'll wait for his reply.
Seems like I have seen that issue before, whether I had it or whether somebody else had it. No,
Tim.
I don't
All right,
know.
no problem. I see it. No problem. I do my best to keep up with chat. I sometimes. Okay, no worries. I sometimes get a little bit behind, but I do my best to keep up with it.
Doug hinted at the problem being solved.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
I mean,
No, I
don't
need
know
I
what
need
to
someone
say.
with the memory past 35 seconds to
What was
remember
the
what I
problem?
just said, because when we get off the stream, I still, unless Long Dog gives me permission, I will not reveal what I know, but I would like to discuss something and get your guys' feelings on it. But I don't want to do it while I'm streaming, and you'll understand why. Let's concentrate on why I have no problems in safe mode. Okay.
Because you have no problems installed in safe mode.
Because you have no what?
He uses the default user profile in safe mode.
Oh, okay. All right. Of course, the night we go long, Bob Whatchamacallit's not here, but maybe he'll watch it and be happy we went over an hour.
Oh, speaking of safe mode, when I had a thought to try to see if I could see if the printer issue with the software would be resolved if I ran it in safe mode, but it didn't fix a thing.
Yeah, we're working on lawn dogs. The issue. I think that problem with that one, Alex, is that the software just isn't up to modern Windows programming standards.
Okay, Long Dog says, well, wasn't safe mode a method of minimal installation of basic drivers? I do
Yes.
have that correct. That's what they taught me in school, generally speaking. Yeah, basically, I think that's what it is. It just loads what it needs to run.
Yeah, you can try safe mode. That would be an interesting experiment, actually.
Well, he said it wasn't safe mode.
So I'm going to ask him and this is awkward. I wish he would join us on Zoom, but this is awkward that we're talking about it amongst us, and then to direct him a question, he's got to text back. But have you tried anything? Have you tried opening that same folder in safe mode? And we have to wait for him to answer. Safe mode makes the machine work just fine, no problems. Okay, so I'm going to go out of here on a limb and say when you click on that folder that you had issues with, it opens with no problems whatsoever. At least that's how I interpret his last statement.
What kind of folder is he trying to open?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anything.
It doesn't matter. File Explorer basically explodes. It
Really?
doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yes.
Long Dog, go to Reg Edit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What?
No.
I'm serious. We're going to go look at current user. You have probably, I bet you $1, you have the extensions screwed up.
I can
Probably
open
the
anything.
CCleaner deletes them, and you will not be able to go into things.
That's odd. No drivers?
For USB in safe mode.
Oh, we've warmed up. We're a whopping 0 now.
You're 0.
Mm-hmm. Damn, I can't go do my experiment. I was going to go put a bottle of water outside and time exactly how long it takes to freeze. at -1 degrees.
Well, it's not going to be that much longer at 0.
We're at
Yeah, I know, huh?
We're at 0 here.
We're at 15
What
degrees.
is what is the temperature inside at your house, Ken?
67.
It is 24 here with a wind chill.
I have a
68.
concern my heater's either overworking or because it's so doggone cold with the wind chill outside, it can't keep up with it. I'm not sure which. I'm praying that it's the temperature and wind chill because I can't afford a new furnace right now.
You're gonna wish you had an electric heater like I do.
I could have an electric heater. That's like not on my list of not even going to consider it. Nor propane,
Electric
no
heaters
gas, no
eat
oil.
Electric heaters eat too much electricity.
That and they're dangerous. And if we had a fireplace, I'd have a fire going, and that would be cool. But I'm not a big proponent of getting space heaters or electric heaters or anything like that. Put on extra clothes, put on a blanket, put on a sweater.
Hey, Jose.
I've got 2 fireplaces in this house.
You use both of them?
We use the one upstairs. There's one in the main basement. It's a wood burning insert inside that, and upstairs we have a pellet stove insert.
Nice.
Very nice.
So
Automatic feed.
the pellet stove has been running. Well, we had maybe 1 day worth of warm in the past 4 or 5 days. The pellet stove has been running constantly until yesterday. And given that it's 9 degrees out, I expect it to run for the next several days, constantly.
Are they very efficient?
It heats half the house.
Oh, that's cool.
If it was the only source of heat in the house, certain parts of the house would be probably around 60, maybe. It takes care of half the house, which means I only have to really run one zone on the boiler, which, considering it's an oil-fired boiler, it's saving me money.
Yeah. See,
You got
Photo Mix
radiator
Media
heat?
joins us. Hey, Jose.
Yes, Tim. We have hot water radiator heat.
Oh, I miss those loud, cranky things.
It's actually not that bad. It's not that bad.
We lived in a lot of old homes in Lynchburg, Virginia, and some of them had the radiator heat. And them things were just noisy as hell.
Well, actually, I'm sorry. It's hot water baseboard. It's not radiators.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, it's baseboard. The house was built in 1957.
Oh, so it was modern a little bit.
Yeah, slightly.
It
I
wouldn't
miss
bother
my
me
loud,
if
cranky
it was
wife.
our dogs. Our dogs are 100 on the noise level scale. At least one is.
You can have a plumber replace those valves on the bottom of the radiators, and it's a lot quieter and a lot more efficient.
I used to like to sit on them as a kid.
So, Ken, are you streaming tomorrow night?
Yes, I'm putting the thing in right now into the chat about that. Yeah, I don't know when it's going to be, Chris, because she's off work at 10. We're going to midnight mass at midnight. So if I stream after midnight mass, that'll be 1 o'clock my time, midnight Alex's time, 10 o'clock I believe Jeff's time. That's just kind of late. If I go earlier, 8:30, then I'm going to have to end it by 9:30 to go pick her up. So I don't know how I'm going to do it, but yes, I will be doing a stream yesterday. I'll be doing a stream yesterday. I will be doing a stream tomorrow. Yes.
How did it go yesterday, tomorrow?
I don't know. It's probably horrible like all the rest of them, but I'm used to that.
I wouldn't mind riding down Christmas Tree Lane and do some live video of all the Christmas lights.
Getting back to Long Dog's thing where safe mode seems to work, I'm sorry, but, and I know this isn't popular, that...
And are you sure the one in the sink, kitchen sink is running?
Who the hell's that?
That's
Oh
Chris.
man, the FBI's coming, run.
That's Chris doing
That
that.
was Chris and his mom.
Anyway, no, it's Chris and his scanner is what it is.
Yeah.
Given the fact that running in safe mode, the thing doesn't have any problem, I'm sorry, but that leads me to a nuke and pave.
I agree with you totally. You know how many hours has been spent on it so far? Man,
More hours than if he had done a nuke and pave. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
and the last backup he had looks like it's from August of 21.
Well, he can always go back to the August of 21 and see if it works. I thought that was part of the plan.
Yeah, that's a year and a half. Just nuke and start over at that point.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I mean, you're definitely everything a year and a half almost up.
Yeah, look, I understand that there's an intellectual exercise involved in this, but
I
if
think
this
it's called
thing,
money
but,
making.
but given the way this thing is behaving and how often File Explorer keeps crashing, I'm sorry, but I'm solving the problem.
I agree with you totally, 100%.
Well, that was this thing. She's asking me if the water's turned on, so it's dripping.
Yeah, my stepmother's dripping her pipes in Statesboro tonight.
So it happens with every folder. It doesn't
Yes.
just happen with one folder.
It is a registry problem, not a file problem.
From the video that I saw with him and Doug involved in it, it basically didn't matter what folder he tried to open, the thing would basically crash and burn.
Because the registry is controlling what to do with the folder when you click on it or a program. It doesn't know it's a folder. It doesn't know what it is. Start over. There is a portion of the registry called current extensions. See if it's even there. I'll bet you the whole subdirectory or sub is gone.
The sub key.
Thank you.
So does he run C cleaner?
That he did or somebody did.
I've run C cleaner for years and never had a problem.
Yeah, but if you got
Yeah, but if you're not careful running seed cleaner, screwing with the registry, you can really screw up some stuff if you don't know what you're doing.
It asks you to back up. I wonder if he made a backup of that when they cleaned the registry.
His last system backup's here in August 21.
I'm talking about when you run C cleaner, the registry cleaner on C cleaner, it asks you to save.
I'm gonna. He gave me permission to let the cat out of the bag.
But
His NVMe drive is bad.
I know.
No, he after they ended the recording, they continued on a little bit, not recording it. And Doug and I talked this afternoon, and I asked him, "Well, did you get it solved?" And he said, "No, the drive's bad. They ran the." And I don't remember the brand name. Samsung, maybe? Is that the
it's Samsung.
Yeah, they ran the
Samsung
Magician, and it shows that it's bad. So right now, go ahead, Gary.
I apologize. Disk Info said it was bad at the bottom. Our Crystal Disk Info said it had like 3,000 bad entries.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah. Blocks, I believe it said it was.
That's a lot of bad blocks.
So, yeah, he says Samsung Magician. Thank you. Yeah, so I think the theory is they're going to replace it, put everything on there, and see what happens. I don't know.
This is a solid state hard drive or spinning drive?
It's a solid state, NVMe. It's
Yeah.
980 Pro.
How does that go bad?
It happens. It happens. I personally know of at least 3 instances where solid state drives have failed. 2 of them have been SATA, one of them's been NVMe. Actually, no, I take that back. 4. Because my own NVMe drive basically screwed itself.
It worked. We probably had 20 in the last year go bad. But I'm talking thousands out of thousands.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some bad ones in there.
As a matter of fact, I've been pestering AData about my drive because I sent it back and they swear they didn't get it. And USPS says it was delivered. So I'm having that battle right now. That's going to be fun.
And during the holidays, that's going to be fun. Yes.
Well, no. The drive supposedly arrived on December 5th.
Who's got the echoing going on?
Mike saying, hello, I'm the guy.
And tell Mike that the guys say hello back.
But yeah, tomorrow it's time to me.
So was the drive bad from the manufacturer or?
Oh no, I think it went bad over time, Tim. I think he's been using it. In fact, I believe he said this issue just started either today or yesterday.
That sucks.
Yeah, it would.
It happens. It happens.
I've never heard that before. I'm kind of interested.
I had a customer who had an NVMe drive. It was a Sabrick drive. That the damn thing, as soon as it started heating up, it would basically go, I'm not here anymore. And
Oh, man.
I had a hell of a time trying to get the customer's data off of it. I probably got about 80% of his data off of it, but we had to put a new drive in the machine, and then I had to try to reconstruct his profile as best I could.
At that point, it's
You
usually
got
better to put a second drive.
You got to have backups. Backups. You
Well,
never know when something goes south on you.
Yeah, well, that's the advice I give everybody who comes to me with this kind of stuff. I don't make backups of anything myself because I know how I know how fragile this freaking hardware is in the first place, or how fragile it can be. So I don't put anything that important on my machines.
There you go.
So although I'll give the advice, I don't follow my own advice because if it comes to it, I can reconstruct a machine in a few hours because I don't keep a lot of stuff on it in the first place.
Yeah, I try not to keep a lot of stuff on the machine. I'll store it on a hard drive somewhere else or in a cloud.
Well, I have a NAS. That's where I put all my important stuff.
There you go.
I have a NAS with RAID 1 configuration with mirror drives.
Some people don't know how to do that though.
Well, yeah. Hello. I'm not your. I'm not, as they say. What is it, a Windows Weekly? I'm not a normal. Okay. I'm not a normal. I never have been. I mean, I've been playing around with this hardware for a long, long time. So I know what can go wrong. In fact, I had at some point, this goes back probably several years, the first NAS I put online, I did using desktop drives, not even NAS drives. And one of the drives failed, and I had to replace it and rebuild the mirror and all this stuff. But I'm a technician by trade. I know how to do this stuff. That's not what you would expect out of quote unquote normals.
Or end user or whatever you want to call it.
Or whatever, yeah, end user, whatever you want to call it. So,
I had a NAS online for a while and then it kind of crashed on me. I never did put one back online.
Well, I built my own with one of the half a dozen softwares that's available out there. So,
do you back up your NAS or do you just let it ride with the?
I just let it run. I let it run. There is a UPS on it, so that when there's power outages, it goes on the UPS. The UPS is plugged into a USB port on the back of the machine, and the machine's programmed that when the battery gets down to 20%, it shuts itself off.
Yeah, I kind of like having mine online. When I had one, I could access it from anywhere in the world.
Your routers. Your router that I have in that my grandma that I've got for my grandma at her house actually has, I guess you call it NAS functionality built in. It's got a USB port on the front of it, and you can take a normal external hard drive and plug it in and access it from anywhere as long as your network is configured properly.
Well, I think didn't Carrie, who by the way went 4 freaking hours